Welcome to this advanced segment. This is something that you paid extra for, and I'm going to give you a tool that will exactly tell you what to do every day. And this is something I wanted to save for the Super VIP section because you are the Super VIPs. You're the ones who are going to do the work. You're not just here for entertainment. You want to go hard and you want to build your business, right? So I'm going to share these things with you because this is how I groom the people who really want to go far. All right, so let's get right into this. This is what to do every day. So I will say that on this plan, this is really I would call it a side hustle plan. So you can see right here on my slide, this is kind of a 2 hours a day plan. You could certainly do more, but as a minimum, this would be kind of a minimum, like a side hustle plan. Now, this is why I'm excited because I have this tracker. This has been approved, and this is something you can access right now at tracker.diamonduniversity.live. And it outlines exactly what to do every day. And so we're going to actually look into this. We're going to zoom into this throughout this presentation so you can know exactly what to be focusing on. Now, your responsibility each day with your business there's two things. It's inner game work, inbox work. I'm sorry, three things, and content creation. So let's just focus on these three things. Inner game work, inbox work would be like answering messages like DMs and texts. And then content creation is your social media, right? So these three things are your responsibility each day. Now, when it comes to inner game work, I actually did a talk earlier in this event on the inner game strategy. And I want you to refer back to that video to really master your personal vision statement and raising your identity. But right now, I'm just going to outline it here again. Identity stack is 5 minutes of reading your personal vision statement. Gratitude stack is 5 minutes of writing down 5 things you're grateful for and sending a text of gratitude out to someone that you care about. Number 3 is learning stack, which is 30 minutes of learning something and taking notes. And this is the daily discipline right here. You do this every day. Your inner game is going to be locked in. You're going to feel more positive about your business, and that's going to impact your actions and your results. So this is very important. This cannot be skipped. It's very critical to your success. So when we talk about tracking, this little document here, all you do is you check the boxes. I mean, did you wake up in the morning and do your 5 minutes of identity stack? Did you do your gratitude stack? And did you do your learning? You don't have to do your learning in the morning. You could do it later as well. I like to do it in the morning because I get it out of the way. You know, really the first 40 minutes of my day would be with the learning and the identity stack and gratitude stack. It's done and I can move on. But you have to set this up to fit your lifestyle. All right, so that is step 1. Now let's talk about step 2 of your daily responsibilities, and that's inbox work. So that means that you're out there on social media and you're doing friend requests or you're warming up prospects, meaning you're saying, hi, how are you? Oh, I like your post. What kind of dog is that? Oh, it's a beautiful dog. Or, oh, I love that picture of your family. That's where did you take that? So you're just connecting with people. All right. So you got to do that so many times a day. I teach to do it about 5 a day of friend requests or warm-ups. And I'm going to give you some scripts. I'm going to actually show you what I say in this VIP training. So get ready for some major value and get ready to screenshot these. Now, the next thing is invites to presentations. So this is another thing that your whole business is designed on presenting USANA, right? Presenting the products to people and the possibilities. So doing so many of those, and I'm going to give you a script on those as well. And then the last is follow-up. And obviously this makes sense. The more they say the fortune's in the follow-up, but really this is a part that you need to just continue to do. So friend requests, let's talk about it. Like, what do you say when you friend request someone? So here's what I say. Hi, first name. I see we have blank in common. I like your page. How long have you been blank? So whatever your hobby is, this would be what you would say. For me, I have a lot of friends who do salsa dancing. So I'd say, hi, first name. I see we have actually, I call my dance studio, Seminea Dance Studio in common. I like your page. How long have you been dancing? So that's what I send. I send that a lot, but I have more than just salsa dance friends. I also have friends in the fashion community. I have friends in the music community. I have friends I went to high school with. So you have to be creative, right? So take this change it up, make it sound like you, and make it fit to your needs. Now, there's also old friend warm-ups, right? We all have friends we went to school with. We have friends we did business with, maybe people you haven't talked to in a while, and family as well. So this is what I would say. Hi, first name. How have you been? I just want to say hello. I hope you're staying safe and healthy right now. You send that out to 30 people a day. Oh, your inbox is going to be flooded with people responding back to you. And so this is how you do it. And it's just a discipline of sitting down and messaging people. Now, after I've warm somebody up for maybe a day or two, and I'll talk to them, and I will not bring up USANA. So for those maybe 2 to 3 interactions, I am just saying hi to them. And then I would say, you know what, it was great talking to you. I hope you have a great weekend. And then I usually wait like a day, and then I'll invite them. And here's my invite. Hey, first name, I'm working on something exciting. It may or may not be for you. Would you be open to taking a look? So I have an assignment for you, super VIPs. I want you to screenshot this, and I want you to send this to 5 people today. I want you to take this before the super VIP session is over, and I want you to send this message out, because you will have presentations during your Diamond U that you can then schedule for the next day. But this right here works. I get so many presentations with this. Now, after they say, a lot of times they'll say like, yes, and then you schedule the Zoom meeting, right? Or you would schedule a 3-way phone call. But if they say, what is it? Then usually I say, well, it's actually something I would need to explain on a quick phone call. It may or may not be for you, but would you be open to taking a look? So that's usually what I like to say, because I like to explain it on the presentation. But here's the point. You don't have to know everything in advance. Just get these out. And then when you get questions and people ask, then you learn by doing it. You learn by getting in these situations. Okay, so that's my invite. Now, follow up. Here's what I like to do. Hi, first name. I have some really good news for you. Can you talk later this week? There's always somebody that, I presented to maybe months ago or something like that. And I just think of some good news that's going on with USANA. Maybe it's a product incentive that's going on. Maybe it's a company incentive. Maybe I'm running something with my own team, but I'm going to give them some good news and give them an excuse to do a follow-up call with me. All right. So this is the message. All right. So when it comes to sending messages, there is the science and there's the art. So I just gave you the science, but really the art is where you change the words to make it sound like you. The art is where you are in these situations and you have to be creative. So you can only go so far with the science. The science really will get you started, but just make sure that you don't worry about being perfect. Just get the messages out there, and then the art will take over and you'll know what to say. All right. And you learn by doing. So what you're tracking daily is very simple. I call it the 5-5-5. 5 new friend requests or old friend warmups, 5 invites to presentation, and 5 follow-ups with prospects or customers. So that's it. I just make sure I do my 5-5-5, and I have a constant flow of presentations and new people looking at USANA. This is literally what I do exactly every day. All right, so let's talk about content creation. So we're talking about content creation. There's short form videos. These are Reels and TikToks and YouTube Shorts. These are the hottest thing going right now. Short form videos took over Facebook Live. Like Facebook Live and Instagram Live is still great. It's still important to do those, but they're actually not as important now as short form videos. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit in depth, but also stories. This is another thing. This is the behind the scenes of your life right here. And sharing the behind the scenes of your life allows people to know, like, and trust you. So the stories is something that I do every day. I always just show where I'm going, what I'm doing. And my goal is to do about at least five stories a day. And that's done through Instagram, and then it shares over onto Facebook. So this is obviously the things to be focusing on. And then the last one is posts and lives. Now, when we're talking about that, I like to alternate. One day I'll do a post, one day I'll do a Facebook Live, and then the next day I'll do a post, the next day I'll do a live. So it's not as frequent as the short form videos and the stories. All right, so here is the short form video lowdown. It's TikTok and Instagram Reels, 15 to 60 seconds long. So if you're not sure what these are, some of you are watching aren't really familiar with TikTok and Instagram Reels. It's a short video. It's 15 to 60 seconds long, and it's the hottest thing going right now. And here's what happens. You make the TikTok or you make the Reel, And then people are attracted to you. So you be creative and you make funny things, or you make things about leadership. You just be creative and you make them consistently. And people, like, they look at all your stuff and then they go and click on the link in your bio. So you set up some like link in your bio that's like a Google form, and they fill out the form to be contacted by you. So if you could imagine being like having all these people filling out a form, and then they want you to contact them and do a presentation for them. So this is something that's not going to happen overnight. You have to build this up, right? Because it's like a I would say a campaign, like an attraction marketing campaign. But if you build it big enough, you could get to the point where you have so many people come into your link in bio that you don't even have time to message people and go and do friend requests, because you have this big old inbox of people who've already requested you. So this is something that's worth learning, right? And that's kind of outside the scope of this training, but I want to cast a vision of what's possible, because imagine having all these people coming to you and filling out the form in your bio. I know people that have so many that they actually had to make their bio more difficult because it was like too many people, so they couldn't even get to them all. So this is really where it's headed, guys, is having people attracted to you and coming to your link in bio. All right. So when we talk about stories, Instagram and Facebook, that's pretty much simple. I make them in Instagram. You can merge the two together, and then it shares over to Facebook. I don't have to do it twice. And so that's what I love. Behind the scenes of your life, that's what it is. And it increases the know, like, and trust factor. You can post as many as you want every day, but I at least do 5. It's the best real estate on social media because it's at the top. It's at the top of Facebook. It's at the top of Instagram. And it's what people did today. And everybody watches them and they disappear in 24 hours. That's another cool thing about them, because you're basically showing someone what you did in the last 24 hours. Live videos. Okay, now this is still done on Instagram and Facebook. It's those of you who have your TikTok big enough, you can also do live videos there. Now, it's still important. So I don't want you to feel like live videos aren't going to give you a value, because they do. What live videos do is your super fans. You have these people that like love your content. They'll sit through a 20-minute Facebook Live or a 10-minute Facebook Live because they already love your content. So your super fans, I mean, those people are going to do business with you. So it creates a know, like, and trust factor. And that's what this is all about, is you're taking strangers on social media and you're turning them into friends. And then when you present, you turn them into family, right? You sauna family. And so the know, like, and trust factor is done simply with consistency. Putting this content out, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just put it out, have fun with it, learn new things, and you're going to start to see this know, like, and trust factor happen, not just with strangers, but even your own friends and family who maybe haven't seen you do much. Now they start to see you more active, and that makes them really interested in you. All right, so this is a really great strategy. Now, we're talking about positive posts. Again, I do them on Instagram. They share right over to Facebook. Still important as well, and still creates the know, like, and trust factor. So mixing it up, not one person watches everything. So there's some people that only watch stories. There's some people who only like to read a post. There's some people that only really like to do reels. So that's why it's nice to have, it's important to have like a mixture. So when we talk about how often, for me, I like to do one short form video a day. So that would be like one TikTok a day. And then I would also send it over into reels, etc. And 3 posts and 2 lives a week. So notice how I say 5. I like to take the weekends off and like have a little balance to my life. I found that rhythm really is important. So I like to do 3 posts and 2 lives a week every other day, and then stories every day. So this right here is a good flow. I would say this is a part-time flow. You could certainly do more, but this is about what would get you some traction with your prospects. So this is your tracker. Again, it's built in right here. Did you do your short form video today? Did you do your set of stories? And did you get your post done? And you see on the right, it says live video instead of post. So I alternate those two, and I just focus on being diligent, being like really just enjoying the process, right? I mean, what I showed you is about 2 hours a day of work, about 1 hour making the social media posts, and about 1 hour doing the 5-5-5. And I guess you could say about 30, 40 minutes doing your inner game. And that's a side hustle amount of time. So here's my assignment for you. Print 4 of these documents. Just go print them and be consistent for a month. Commit to a month of where you just focus on checking the boxes and see what happens. I tell you, you are going to be so busy with people who are interested if you do this. And so that's the assignment. So if you're going to do it, type in me in the chats. And again, I want to show you where you can get this tracker. It is tracker.diamonduniversity.live. So again, feel free to share this tracker with your teams, teach this to your teams, but most importantly, model it and watch them, have your teams watch you be successful. And that is my super VIP training for you. It has been a pleasure and an honor to talk to you as a super VIP. I admire you that you took the extra time and made the extra investment also in your business for this content. You deserve it. Now it's time to go out and use it, and I'll see you on the next one.